What I would say about the Division community is that it's a really strong, united, passionate community, and everybody will tell you their community is passionate. But I think we have a one-of-a-kind player base, and the fact that those players stuck with us and still support us all those years after, I think that speaks to the loyalty of those players.
It was a couple of weeks ago. I got an email through, and to be honest, at first I didn't quite believe it. I was like, "Is this real?" I didn't really know if it was legit.
I was actually surprised because usually I feel sometimes they pick just smaller creators just to give them exposure, and I always that's kind of I've always agreed with.
I'm not a streamer, I'm not a YouTuber, I don't have a big following, but I don't know, I think maybe I'm very involved in the community. I help on the Division Discord and the streams to moderate.
So the first thing I did was check that it was legit, and I got dead excited, and obviously I accepted at that point, and made all my other arrangements to with my family and stuff that I could hopefully still come.
Oh, this is nice. This is actually my first time in here.
Oh, yeah.
Unlike some of my crew.
Yeah. You go for the early access package, man. Oh yeah. We had the pre-order bonus today.
Now, we've invited people from all over the world. So we have people from America, we have people from Europe, we have people from a bunch of different places, yeah.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
They had a whole bunch of these panels.
Really cool.
And,
I wonder if we'd get away with getting one of these statues in my garden.
maybe slightly smaller.
No, full size.
The funny thing is that some of the people we have here are people that were here with the very first workshop that we did before we launched Division 1 10 years ago. So there are some faces that we are working with and that we've met with several times. And actually, I had the privilege of organizing that workshop back then. I was a community developer on Division 1. To still have this relationship today, through all those years, and having those people that have been through everything that the Division has been through and are still here with us, it creates a really special connection, and this is priceless.
To meet all the people who've been working on this game, still work on the game, and I interacted with a lot of them for years now online, and it's great to finally actually meet them in person and get a little bit of a sneak peek behind the curtain.
Low lines, it means you can climb up it.
Today we are actually talking about the DLC. So we have the DLC Battle for Brooklyn that is set to release on the 27th of May. And today is the day where we got for the first time to explain, to reveal what it is, and they even got to play it and give us some feedback. So that's an exciting and very scary moment at the same time, because it's the first time our players or fans are actually getting their hands on it. All right, so let's look at the map. So 2 name zones, Dumbo and Brooklyn Heights. So this is the map of the DLC that you're going to have access to as soon as the DLC starts. It's an open world, so I mean you can run around wherever you want, but of course, as I said, we're going to tell you where to go.
That's the original safe house, isn't it? Up there in Dumbo?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
It's close to, but no.
It looks close.
Yeah. Since you mention it,
Right.
it's not. But yeah, this is the generous version of the Division 1 tutorial area. Having a studio tour like that is an opportunity for us to connect with those players. It's an opportunity to show the work we are doing, but also show the people behind it. Okay, come here.
Pressure.
I'm not gonna get away from it.
I think for me the coolest thing has been to talk and interact with a lot of people who work on the game and at the studio who you don't often see online or in streams, that kind of stuff, because there's so many people behind the scenes that go into making these games that we otherwise would never get to know or talk to.
When you're a fan and a constant player of a game, seeing that the development team is connecting to the fans, to you and the rest of the community, that's everything.
I honestly had no idea how I would react and how I would feel before actually meeting them. Hi, my name is Daniel. I'm a level designer working in Ubisoft Romania, a part of the Division 2 team for about 3 years now. And just happy to see you play it in the next 2 hours, so have fun with it.
It was when the first Division came out. It was when I started playing, like maybe 2 months after. One of my friends said, hey, try this game out. And then I fell in love with it and just kept playing with it.
I think one of the biggest things I love about it is the immersion. It's not way in the past, in medieval fantasy. It's not way in the future and some dystopian post-apocalyptic thing. It's now. I just love the immersion going into that.
The environment is great, it looks great, it feels great, the gameplay is amazing, I just love it.
You know, going PvP in the Dark Zone, collecting the gear and kind of upgrading, and it all kind of just sucked me in completely. It was kind of, I love looter shooters, and it just kind of ticked all my boxes.
Hostiles detected.
But the thing that's kept me here all this time is the community. Interacting with other fans and us all just geeking out about the latest content and better ways to grind things and the experience of playing the Division.
I've been following the community closely since I am one of them. I have several hundred hours played in the Division 1, in the Division 2. I consider myself one of them. Basically, while I was walking around them during the playtest itself, during those 2 hours, it was all excitement. Like pure joy on our side, basically. The entire development team really had fun with it. And we actually enjoyed finally seeing the product in the hands of our community.
What do you think about the first?
It was good. It was good. It was a good playtest. I liked it. It was good. I finished too quick though. I wish we had more time.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, a lot of fun. Some different mechanics and stuff, which is nice. So it mixes it up a little bit and challenging in some points as well.
We pride ourselves on the Division, on being a brand and a project that is very close to the fans, very close to the community. But if I'm being honest, I think in the past few years we've distanced ourselves a bit from that relationship.
In the past, it's gone where they've been silent for quite some time, and they've even mentioned it. And for us as content creators, like, man, should I still cover the game? I love it, but I don't know if they're gonna do anything else for it.
I think the game has gone through some struggles, and I think during that time they probably had other things that they needed to concentrate on, and then unfortunately the community kind of relationship or the communication fell off a little bit.
And yeah, we have felt it, and the community has felt it. Like even like people who follow me, they've mentioned it. That yeah, they have felt forgotten at some points.
We've been through moments where we had to put the content production on pause, to find a new team, to bring back new life to the game.
But recently that's just gone up and up and up, and it's just got better and better and better. And I think, especially from my standpoint now, I've kind of come away thinking they really do listen.
We really want to reconnect with the community, to really get in the habit again of interacting on a regular basis, on being more transparent, on being more honest, on inviting them over and take the time to actually discuss and interact with them.
Full time and all that, and it's turned into this incredible thing. But to see just how the community comes together through this game, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Like in the comment section, videos, this, that, whatever it is, it's unbelievable.
When they come to the studio, they come to see the devs, and it's like they look up to that. But what they don't realize is that to us, some of them are celebrities, like the YouTuber that makes videos that gets like tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of views. Like we are as intimidated to meet with them as they are intimidated to meet with us. So there's a mutual respect here and a mutual admiration that is really interesting.
We're obviously huge fans of them and all the work that they do. So it is humbling that they're fans of what we do as well. And to be honest, to hear that kind of feedback as well, it just kind of makes us want to do it more as well. Like, I want to put more effort in, and create more stuff.
I liked the boss's design, like we were saying, but the lack of interactable weak points on the dog, and with the last boss, they instruct you to detonate the pipes on him, but it was hard to tell if that was having much of an impact or how much required it really was for the fight. So I'd say more feedback there to let the player know what's going on would be good.
It makes me feel like they're really interested in what the community has to say and what they can do to make the game even better for the community.
We're not here to just get people to tell us, hey, you're amazing, we love you. On the contrary, we want them to be able to look at what we do and just tell us directly what they would like to see improved.
All the Reddit bugs that they post and find, and all the fun things that I managed to read on Reddit.
And sometimes you don't know if a developer really likes, because sometimes you do say controversial takes of you don't agree with the way they're taking a game, or they make a change in the game.
So we've really picked the people that we think are able to do that, and from the discussions we've had so far, it's pretty it's going in that direction.
It really does feel more so now that they really care, that they care about the game itself, they care about its health, they care about engaging with the community.
Because this is a direct discussion, we get so much more value and so much more insights out of this compared to having online interactions. So we usually come out of that motivated and full of ideas.
A lot of projects going on inside these walls, so it's a big studio, but we have a lot of things going on. And let's take a look, so follow me.
I think they're on the right path, and I think this whole showcase for us and talking to us is really a good step in the right direction for where we're gonna go in the next year. So hopefully good things continue to happen.
We have the same goal. We just need to sit in a room and discuss it together, and that's what's really important with building that habit and that direct connection with the player base.
Thank you for your time, your thoughts. It's been very insightful for us. I hope for you too. So as a little goodbye fika, we have some cakes. So please take a plate and serve yourselves. And yeah, thank you so much for coming.
Not often do you get to go see where the game is developed, and to be covering the Division 2 for so long, to be recognized, to come see the studio, to see everything. It means a lot, because, okay, they recognize me for, everything I've done for the community. Whether they mention you or not, they have seen you,
I want to say thank you to the fans, because we wouldn't be here without them.
It's been an amazing journey for us, and we certainly hope that it's going to be an amazing journey for them as well.
They've gone to all this effort to show us things, explain things, and put us up as well. And I just think it's that extra step to hopefully, not just taking the game in the direction they want to take it in, but take it in the direction of what the players want to take it in as well.
The future is bright. The game doesn't get old, it just gets better. And it gets better with the player base that just gets more mature and constantly more confident in giving us feedback. So that's really a first step towards that for us now. It's really reconnecting and getting back in this habit that we used to have of just involving the players in everything we do. And making sure that the vision, the plans we have for this entire year match with the expectations of our players.
This has been an amazing opportunity. I think we're all super happy to be here, and it's been an amazing time. So yeah, it's been awesome.
And excited for everything that's coming.